So just a little bit ago, two National Guard members were shot near White House in Washington, D.C. Here's a photo of one of our brothers laying on the ground being treated by some of the first responders on scene. It's unclear exactly what had happened at this point, but President Trump already made a post on Truth Social where he says the animal that shot the National Guardsmen, with both being critically wounded and now in two separate hospitals, is also severely wounded, but regardless will pay a very steep price. You know, these kind of things that are happening, we see these things happening across the world, and we think that these things only happen in other parts of the world. But now we're seeing them happen in our part of the world, which makes me think of 2 Timothy chapter 3, where he says, "But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come." And he goes on and he gives a list about a whole bunch of things that are going to be a part of these last times or these last days. And the word I want you to pay attention to is the word perilous. The Greek word for perilous is kalepos, and what it means down here is hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear. Now, why I think that word is so interesting is because that word is only used in two different places in the entire Bible. It's first used in Matthew chapter 8, verse 28. The first mention of that word, kalepos, is first used in Matthew 8:28. And in this verse, what the context of what's going on here, the verse says, when Jesus had come to the other side, to the country of the Gadarenes, there met him two demon-possessed men coming out of the tombs. They were exceedingly fierce, so that no one could pass that way. So the first mention of this Greek word, perilous, this is our English word, but the first mention of the Greek word is in Matthew chapter 8, where in its direct connection to demonic activity. And so it's interesting because that word is allowing us to recognize what that actually means. What is perilous times? These times that is being addressed here by Paul, and when he's writing to Timothy, these perilous times are hard to do. They are hard to take. They're hard to approach. They are hard to bear. They are troublesome. And so when we look at what's going on in our own world, where these two National Guardsmen are shot, you get to see, like, this is just the tip of the iceberg as to what is also going on in our world. Because while all that is going on, we also have men being lovers of themselves, lover of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, and the list keeps on going. Right now, we're living in a time period where the love of many is growing cold. And so this lets us know where we are going. But I want you to understand, you're not alone. If you're a brother or sister in Christ, you're not alone. This is going to happen. It's talked about. And so since we know this is going to take place, that can provide us comfort.